ভারতের সবচেয়ে বড় নিউজ ইভেন্ট রিপাবলিক প্লেনারি সামিট শুরু হয়েছে। বিকশিত ভারতের কথা, নতুন ভারতের বার্তা, প্রযুক্তিতে, শিক্ষায়, সংস্কৃতিতে এগিয়ে থাকার বার্তা। নতুন ভারত কোন পথে হবে, কি হবে নতুন ভারতের রোড ম্যাপ, সেই বার্তাই উঠে আসে। আর সেই রোড ম্যাপ দেশের সংস্কৃতি, ঐতিহ্যকে ভুলে গিয়ে নয়। রিপাবলিক সামিটের মঞ্চে আধ্যাত্মিক গুরু শ্রী শ্রী রবিশঙ্কর কি বার্তা দিলেন, রিপাবলিক মিডিয়া নেটওয়ার্কের এডিটর ইন চিফ অর্ণব গোস্বামীকে প্রথমেই শুনুন।
I found the most ancient of temples and perhaps the most significant of religious symbols, shivlings, all scattered in a terrible urban ruin. And I even found that locals had built washrooms next to temples, it was so bad, it was so terrible, so terrible. So I like to connect things in my mind. And I want to share this with the audience that 3 weeks back I had the good fortune of receiving a phone call from my dear friends Ajay and Rajita and from the Art of Living, to whom I'm deeply connected in my heart to you. And I was told about the fragments of the ancient shivling of Somnath that you have been blessed to receive. I couldn't believe it. And I was told that it had been handed over to you for reconsecration. And that evening we did a program and Gurudev came there, and the amazing thing about Gurudev, he does everything in a very playful way. I think I like that, because I spend time with such serious people and people who take themselves so seriously. Doesn't matter if others take them seriously or not. And here is a man who everyone takes seriously, but a divine person, but he doesn't seem to take himself too seriously. He wears his greatness so lightly on his shoulders. Gurudev, I'll be frank with you. I love your easygoing, playful nature, which makes us feel so content and happy and relaxed in your presence. That evening you held the fragments of the shivling in your hands and you explained the significance of that. I found a different meaning there, Gurudev. In my mind, I'm linking that to the excavation of the legendary city in Dwarka, to the rebuilding of the Kashi Vishwanath complex, and I'm seeing in all of this a rebuilding and a reawakening of our civilization. Do you agree with me? And that is your immense contribution to our country. And I'd like you to tell me a little bit about that, because there have been so many distortions of our history. The reconsecration of the Shivling, Dwarka, Kashi Vishwanath, what do they all connect in?
And Mahakal, Ujjain, and Kedarnath.
What is it all, yes?
Kedarnath was in such shackles and it's in such shambles when we went there. And it's all shanty towns and very shabby atmosphere. But now, such a big difference there. Same with Varanasi, the little gullies. It would take so many hours for people to enter in the gullies in Shivaratri days. And people would not want to go again.
Yes.
Now, the facelift it has got is something that our country deserves this. It was long due. Thanks to our Prime Minister for really making Kashi Vishwanath temple what it is. And I mean, it's like Vatican of India.
Yeah, no less.
Kashi, not less than a Vatican city. Really? And it needs those sort of facility for 1.4 crore people going there. Now, same has happened with Mahakal, Ujjain. Yes. The glory of Ujjain, you can see that now. We have only read in textbooks. Now this Somnath Shivling It's very interesting. Perhaps it is the spiritual energy that got generated in the entire country after Kumbh, during the Kumbh, that this family, which has been holding this for 1,000 years, when the shivling was broken, the shivling was floating, it was never touched the ground. उसका बूझ स्पर्श कभी नहीं हुआ.
Yes.
तो ये अपने सुना है, पढ़ा है.
Yes.
So when that shivling was broken, the pieces of that were taken by the Agnihotri family of South India, near Papanasam, near Tanjavur district, small village. And so they were keeping it in their home, and they couldn't see that as a pieces, broken pieces, though they made it into shivling. And in the year 1924, they met with Kanchi Paramacharya Chandrasekhara Saraswati ji. And he said, don't bring this out for another 1,000 years. Don't talk about another 100 years. This is what in 1924 he said. Don't bring this out for another 100 years. Then that becomes 1,000 years for now. So they went to Jayendra Saraswati Swamiji. He also said that after the Ram temple, only then we will think about it.
Okay.
Though the Paramacharya has said that after 100 years we should think about later only, 100 years. We must respect what the eldest Guru has said. And then they said that the current Vijayendra Saraswati ji said, yes, go and give it to Gurudev, Sri Sri Ravi Shankar ji in Bangalore. And this is the Sankalpa of the senior Acharya also, to bring it out after 100 years.
Yes.
So it happened. And they brought it, and it's so interesting. This shivling has the magnetic effect. Unlike other magnets which has north and south pole, the magnet here is in the very center. It has 140 gauss.
Yes.
That's a huge magnetic force. So I feel this is a blessing. God, we say, has 5 qualities, 5 actions that God does. One is creation, sustenance, dissolution, and anugraha means blessing, and tirobhav means hiding. So Shiva was in hiding for 1,000 years. It has come back.
But also means that 1,000 years back, that family, and 4,000 years, and the last 100 years, we knew that one day the shivling which was broken will come back. That means somebody has had a sense of history, or a sense of belief, or that we knew culturally that our culture can be suppressed but not defeated.
It cannot be, it cannot be eliminated.
Pardon me?
It can be suppressed, but it can never be eliminated.
Never be eliminated or defeated.
शिव जी को कोई मिटा नहीं सकते.
Wow.
গুরুদেব শ্রী শ্রী রবিশঙ্কর তিনি যা বলছেন যে আমাদের যে হাজার হাজার বছরের প্রাচীন সভ্যতা, এই ভারতীয় সভ্যতা যে সংস্কৃতির ধারক বাহক, সেই জায়গা থেকে কেউ যেভাবে বছরের পর বছর ধরে চেষ্টা করে গিয়েছে যাতে এই সভ্যতাকে কোথাও গিয়ে মাটির তলায় দিয়ে দেওয়া যায়, এই সভ্যতার গোড়াকে যদি কোথাও গিয়ে পুঁতে দেওয়া যায় মাটির তলায়, কিন্তু কোনোভাবেই সেটা সম্ভব নয়। লুকিয়ে রাখা যেতে পারে, কিন্তু কখনোই কোনোভাবে একে একেবারে মাটির তলায় পুঁতে দেওয়া সম্ভব নয়, কারণ এত বছরের হাজার হাজার বছরের সনাতনী সভ্যতা, তাকে কখনো এভাবে নষ্ট করে দেওয়া যায় না, বলছেন রবিশঙ্করজি। কি বলছেন আধ্যাত্মিক গুরুদেব, শুনুন।
Our country has never been fanatic. We have always encouraged free thinking, original thinking, and honoring the roots at the same time. If there was no infighting, if people were united, this would never have happened. Just a few hundred British soldiers could never have taken. A few hundred Mughals would have never have won this beautiful country. We were fighting, all the Maharajas were fighting. They were all embroiled themselves in their own little world. They never saw beyond their personal comfort to the comfort of the country. And those, like Maharana Pratap and Shivaji Maharaj, Sambhaji and all, they were being cheated and backstabbed by their own people. The history has told us many times.
ভারতীয় সভ্যতার ইতিহাস, সংস্কৃতি, তার ধারা, তার যেভাবে এগিয়ে চলেছে, সমস্ত কিছু নিয়ে আমরা শুনছিলাম আধ্যাত্মিক গুরু শ্রী শ্রী রবি শঙ্কর তিনি কি বলছেন। এবং এই নিয়ে আমরা যখন দেখতে পাচ্ছি রিপাবলিক প্লেনারি সামিটে তার সুরটা বেঁধে দিয়েছেন গুরুজি, গুরুদেব। কিন্তু তারপরে একের পর এক ব্যক্তিত্বরা যেভাবে যে ভিশনটাকে আমরা দেখেছি সবাই মিলে ভারতবাসী হিসেবে, যে কিভাবে আমাদের দেশকে এগিয়ে নিয়ে যাওয়া যায় আগামী কয়েক দশকের মধ্যে, যাতে বিশ্বগুরু হিসেবে সত্যিই বিশ্বের সামনে এসে দাঁড়াতে পারে ভারত, সেইভাবে তার পদ্ধতিটা কোন পথে হবে, কোন রোড ম্যাপে হবে, সেই নিয়ে আমরা আলোচনা শুনেছি। এবং একের পর এক বিভিন্ন বক্তা কি বলেছেন সেগুলো আমরা শোনাতে থাকি।
নানা ধরনের কন্টেন্ট দেখার জন্য লাইক করুন, শেয়ার করুন আমাদের ফেসবুক পেজ, সাবস্ক্রাইব করুন আমাদের ইউটিউব চ্যানেল। পাশাপাশি অন্যান্য ব্রেকিং নিউজের জন্য অবশ্যই চোখ রাখুন রিপাবলিক বাংলায়।